reaction show. We have a new name we're all excited about. The same crew. So we're back, and we're getting right back started with where we left off. We're to game number 9 in Major League Baseball. We're also going to go through the 3 NBA games that are going to be still available to be bet on for today, the hockey games, a soccer game, and the UFC card tonight. We're going to go through all of it, tell you where all the sharp money is going, where the public money is going, and where the line movements are. So we'll start with game number 9. We left off after game number 8, and what I've been told is that 9 follows 8. So the Washington Nats, a disappointment here in D.C. Juan Soto having COVID early certainly didn't help them. They're 8-12 right now, taking on the 14-10 Braves. Voth is going on the mound for the Nats. Tomlin, the Nats are the dog here at plus 115, minus 135. Wind is blowing in at 4 miles an hour from left field. 90 degrees will be the temperature at game time in Atlanta. 9.5 is the over-under. Philly Godfather, where do you have the money?
Yeah, Atlanta opened up as a minus 115 favorite at home with Tomlin pitching. And this line has moved about 15 cents at most sports books. Pinnacle has moved to minus 133. So we've seen an 18 cents move on the home favorite here. As of right now, 72% of all the money line bets are on the Braves. 59% of all the run line bets are on the Braves. Right around 53% of all the tickets have been bet on the under. The unders, it's basically, it moved from 10 to 9.5, right around about a half a run. So that's about it right now. When it comes to sharp bets, I think there's a little bit of sharp money on Washington, actually. So be careful of that line movement. There might be a little market manipulation being done right now to grab a better number on Washington.
Yeah, and let's not forget, guys, last night, emotional win by the Braves. They had no business winning that game last night. An incredible walk-off win for the Braves last night at home.
Yeah, and who called that, Coach?
JBL.
Actually, I called it only because 8-Ball told me to call it. That's the only reason. 8-Ball had it.
I wasn't quite sure what the answer was.
No. 8-Ball had it. I bet it. I took credit for it. 8-Ball. What did they come back from? Like minus 15 runs in the 9th inning. 8-Ball hit that game walk-off home run.
There's some crazy games.
I'd almost written it off, but you called it.
We catch the Braves walk-off single on the Diamondbacks, and you had the walk-off in the Angels, too. All the games were crazy yesterday.
Crazy. There's nothing better, right, when you're playing a game, and if you do that thing where you turn it off because they're down by 5 or 6 runs, and then you look at your account, you're like, that doesn't seem like the right number, and all of a sudden you got a W in there.
The books got crushed yesterday. Favorites in the American sports were 20-1. Wow. So the books hurting today, trying to reprice and gain some money back.
Well, you know what's funny, John? I always talk about if you bet some small paper every day, and you just bet all the favorites every day and all the underdogs, you're going to hit them 2 or 3 times a year, where all the favorites are going to hit. So if you put just a minuscule amount of money, a small tiny parlay, and just do that every day, I guarantee at the end of the year, you're probably going to turn a profit.
Hey, speaking of parlays, Coach, you haven't hit a parlay lately, have you?
It's so funny. I just hit one last night. It seems to slip my mind every 10, 12 minutes or so. But thank you for reminding me.
It wasn't 5 teams, was it?
It was 5 teams. And thanks to the 8-Ball, it was 2 of those walk-offs. Diamondbacks and the Angels, baby. My hometown Angels is where I live now. I love it.
Hey, and by the way, one of the other animals of the Philly Godfather, I think it was Tiger. Either Tiger or Sheep had Atlanta 10.5 yesterday, and they've been scoring those 4 and 5 runs in the 9th.
Wow.
Covered both bets.
Wow.
So go to game number 10. The Seattle Mariners are 7-17 right now, taking on the LA Dodgers. Exactly opposite, 17-7. Gonsolin go to the mound for the Dodgers. Gonzalez on the mound for Seattle. Seattle is the dog at plus 205. LA Dodgers, the favorite at minus 240. The wind is blowing to the right field foul line at 8 miles an hour, being 99 degrees in Los Angeles at game time. The over-under is at 9.5. Philly Godfather, where is the money headed?
Yeah, this is one of those games where the public ties in the Dodgers to all their parlays, all their exotics. They're betting them like they got tomorrow's newspaper. This line opened up with Dodgers being a minus 245 favorite. I see it as high as minus 260, and that line's going to probably continue to go up. I mean, how can you blame the Dodgers? One of the best teams in baseball. As of right now, close to 80% of all the money line bets offshore and in Vegas are on the Dodgers. The run line right around 78%. And when it comes to the total, they're betting the over in this one. But there is some sharp money. I mean, this is one of those games where you just got to hold your breath if you're taking Seattle here. There's some sharp money on Seattle. I'm not touching the game, but there's some real sharp money on Seattle here tonight.
It's almost like they got caught up in what Seattle did last night by scoring those 8 runs, and the Dodgers still won on the run line.
Disappointing year, just got crushed by the New York Yankees and swept 6-17. Godley going to the mound for the Red Sox. Eflin on the mound for the Red Sox are plus 115. The wind is blowing into right field in Boston at 8 miles an hour, 84 degrees.